Do you like the cushions in the background? Can you believe it? I actually got in trouble last time for having cushions in the background by my dad. Was my dad telling me off for the way the cushions are placed in the background? What are you, my mum? Hello and welcome to my channel, Stuff About Stuff, where I talk about stuff, and of course it's in my opinion, so take it for what you will. And on today's episode, I'm going to be reviewing the Apple MacBook Pro 16-inch, top of the top, best MacBook Pro you can get. Well, not quite the best. It only does 32 gig, but it's got the 8 cores, 2.4, it's got the 8 gig of graphics card, and 512 gigabytes is enough. I only use it for transporting files, keeping some files on there. I use external drives. This is an SSD drive. In Australia, this drive is now 160 Australian dollars, which is about 110 or 120 US dollars. This is a 1 terabyte SSD, so it's super fast. I've put files onto this and edited them out, and then edited them out from here and had the exact same time. So it doesn't make a difference. They're just as fast. So external hard drives, these cost me 400 bucks. I get these, like I said, in Australia now for 160, and they're only going to go down in price from here. It's 2019 December. These things are going to go down in price. Anyway, basically, let's get to the point of this video. So I'm going to be editing a video from two different Macs just to show you how quick the editing is. I have Premiere Pro. I have a 2012 model MacBook Pro right here, and I have my 2016 MacBook Pro right here. I've got a file on this, which is an exported video file that I've edited for my brother-in-law in Germany of his truck company, and I have exported it on this and exported it on this. The times are remarkably different, just to go to show how fast this is. So this has quite a bit of 4K drone footage in it, and a lot of 1080p obviously, and we're going to see the difference. So I'm going to plug it into this computer and we're going to export it. Then I'm going to plug it into this computer and export it. So this computer is the 2012 MacBook Pro, 8 gig of RAM. This is the 2016 MacBook Pro, 32 gig of RAM, 8 core. This is the dual core. This is the i9. This is the i7. Yeah, I know this is going to be way faster, but how much faster is way faster? That's going to be, this was an interesting test. I was like, I'm upgrading from what is a $600 computer, and I was thinking, should I be going, now when I'm talking Australian dollars, so I upgraded from a $600 computer. I was thinking of going to a, $2,000 MacBook Pro. Instead, I went all the way up to a $5,200 MacBook Pro, which really stretched my budget on how much I spend on computers. I never spend this much, but I have been doing a lot of editing work, and the exporting time has been driving me crazy. I export a lot of short videos, anywhere between 1 minute and 5 minutes, and those videos can take me anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes, and maybe more. If I've done like a 10-minute video on this that took me an hour, so obviously massive. Let's see how fast this 2-minute 20 video with 4K footage processes on the 2012 computer and how good it does on the 2019 on the 2019 16-inch. So let's plug this hard drive into here. So the working file is completely on that SSD drive. Let's open up Premiere Pro, same model of Premiere Pro. It's from the same account. You can have two computers. These are my two computers that have it. This is a 2-minute 20 video. Disk not ejected properly. Does anybody actually eject their disks properly? I've been not ejecting disks properly for the last 10 years with Macs, and never had a hard drive mess up on me, just for the record. Touch wood. Okay, so open project. Now, as you can see, it takes a while already just to open up. Press play. I mean, simply editing 4K on this was a nightmare. Okay, the project is open. So let's export it. We're going to press File, Export Media. It's running to my second monitor, so you can't actually see the drive there, but that's not important. Here we go. It's 2 minutes and 20 in length. It's 4K videos. It's 269 megabytes that we're exporting, we're rendering, and we're going to press export to export it to the desktop, just to have equal elements in this experiment. Let's call it Mo's Truck Test 1 to the desktop. Right, save, and 269 megs, exporting. So I may as well stop at this point and say, if you're liking this channel and you've seen some of my other videos and you like watching stuff about stuff, I make a lot of random videos about a lot of random stuff. There's a lot of things I'm interested in. I have to learn a lot of stuff in the things I do every day. So subscribe to my channel, click on the notifications, and make sure you keep up to date with everything that I'm doing so that your life can be more fun and interesting like mine. Okay, so we've just finished, and that looks like it took exactly 12 minutes, about 12 minutes, 12 and a half minutes. So 2-minute video took 12 and a half minutes. It's a pretty long time for a 2-minute video. Let's bring it over to the 2019 16-inch MacBook Pro, which, as you can see, is not any bigger. I actually have a case on this, so it appears marginally bigger, but it's not exactly any bigger. But and the only difference is they have a bigger border here on the screen, so not much of a difference, but yeah, good, may as well, hey? Alright, so Premiere Pro, let's open the Premiere Pro, let's open the work drive, let's get the file that we were editing, turn off my phone alarm, and let's open this file. So, exact same file, 2 minutes and 22 seconds, file, export media, from the exact same hard drive as I mentioned, 269 megabytes, exactly the same, so you can see right there. And we're going to go test 2, app, Shift D, so we're going to the desktop. So it's going from the same place to the same place, the exact same file, exact same project, everything's exactly the same, and we are going to export. Cool, so we're at 45 seconds already, under a minute. So we had just over 12 minutes on the 2012 computer, and we're already 21%, and it's less than a minute so far. So it was 3:01 o'clock when we did this, and it looks like it's going to be done by 3:02 o'clock at this point. It's remarkably fast. This has a lot of 4K files, and even when I'm working, the working process, the workflow on this computer compared to this computer is uncomparable. I know I'm comparing them and I'm saying it's uncomparable, but I've had two extremes because I want to show the contrast of how far Macintosh has come since the days that Apple Macs were actually called Macintosh. But it's at 29, we're still on 3:01, so it's less than a minute. I don't usually use this timer here because this jumps around all over the place. I find sometimes it might jump up to 2 minutes and back to 15 seconds, then back up to 30 seconds. It certainly does with the older computers. It jumped up to 44 seconds, 44 minutes for a second, and stayed on about 2 minutes. I mean, and it didn't take 2 minutes. It took, 24. Maybe if I deleted the hard drive and only had Premiere Pro, it would do that. But this hard drive is considerably empty anyway. There's not too many things on this hard drive. It's considerably empty, so that wouldn't be slowing it down. It is an SSD, so it's a 256 gig SSD. So here we're at 19 seconds at 3:02. It looks like it's frozen at about 19 seconds. No, here we go, speeding back up again, 3:02, almost finished, 92%. And there you have it. So a minute. So from 12 minutes to 1 minute. Now that's amazing. To have a computer, for me it's amazing to be working on such an old computer, to go from the 12 minutes to 1 minute, because I've just exported. Yesterday I had to export 13 files between 1 minute and 9 minutes long. I got it all done in a day. I couldn't do it all in a day on this computer. So it's already saved me massive amounts of time and I guess money, obviously. So good on Macintosh. I'm pretty happy with the Macintosh. It is very expensive. It costs 5,200 Australian dollars. I upgraded the RAM to 32 gig of RAM. It's the 8-core i9 2.4 gigahertz. And I got the best graphics card you can get. And I think that's the one thing that separates this from all other computers is the graphics card. I mean, plus the 8 cores, but it's the graphics card that really helps when you're using graphics, and that includes rendering and video and photo. So excellent. If you're looking for a good computer, great computer, go ahead. If you're a professional, it's very good and it's going to save you a lot of time, a lot of money. Definitely worth upgrading. Even I was using the 2018 model just recently and rendering on that, and even that took a couple of minutes compared to this 1 minute. So even from 1 year, from the 2018 to this, is it already half the time? So excellent. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you liked it. Stay tuned for more. If you got any suggestions for any videos, let me know. Leave some comments below. Say whatever you like. I don't care what you say. And stay tuned for more. I'll be making a video on how to make a smoothie, the best smoothie in the world. From computers to smoothies. So stay tuned. Thank you.